Hey guys, Rix here, and today I'm coming back at you with another haul video. Now today specifically we're looking at a minifigure haul from Brickmania. As you guys can probably tell by the back side of these packages, this is from Brickmania, and these are some of their newer minifigures. Maybe some of you can guess what they are just by the looking at them, kind of from this angle. Some of you may be able to, some of you may not. No harm if you cannot, as you'll soon see them. But these are some awesome new ones, specifically that were released for Spec Ops Bricks, I think is what they're calling it, or Spec Ops Month. One of those two. So without any further ado, why don't I get one of them open so that you guys can see it. Okay guys, welcome back. So as you can see, what we have here is the Neptune Spear US Navy SEAL. So this is what I believe the minifigure of the month is for Brickmania. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost positive that this figure will be restocking throughout the entire month. Now, of course, why don't we go with kind of the thing that I think everybody was drawn to immediately when they saw this minifigure, and that was that 3D printed headpiece. As you can clearly see, it does have this fast helmet that we, have seen a few times from Brickmania. But it also includes some printed or painted, I'm not entirely sure which, sides, along with what you can see is the kind of four-eyed night vision goggles, if that's, an appropriate way to say it. I guess technically he likely has 6 eyes, since if we're going to include his regular eyes as well. But I think that this is really kind of the main draw of this minifigure right here. I mean, what you can see is they really took their 3D printing to the next level with kind of the detailing all around here. As you can see, I'm using a perfect caliber musket as my pointer, no longer a spear, for any of you guys who have been here for a while. But getting back on track, as you guys can see, very detailed all over. I think that this really is a step in the right direction for Brickmania's 3D printing. It really kind of highlights what I think is one of their best assets in terms of as a company, because they're very uniquely able to create these awesome 3D printed pieces. There aren't a lot of other places that can do that. Now, if you turn it to the side, as you can see, the ear pieces are printed. There's all these other things. I mean, interesting enough, and I think accurately enough, what they have here is a counterweight for the night vision goggles on the fast helmet, which I think, of course, is a nice touch. So all in all, this helmet is really nice. Now, if we take it off and we look at the head, one other thing that you're getting in this Brickmania figure is a head that is 3D, not 3D printed, but 360 degree printed. As you can see, those straps go all the way around. I think that it really goes a long way in terms of really making the minifigure look most accurate. And I think that there's a lot of people in this community who do appreciate that this figure has that wraparound print. I don't think anybody else has really done it. I think that TMC has said that they might be doing it in the future, but there hasn't really been any movement on that front. So, you never know what really will come out from TMC in that regard. So I don't know if we should count on that, but clearly we can count on Brickmania making some of these in the future because they're already doing it for a minifigure like this. Now, if we move down to the body, if I can get it to focus a little bit more on that specifically, what we can see here is that on the front of his body, he has these mags or magazines full of ammo, and then he also has one smoke grenade along with a unit identifying patch and the American flag, of course. I believe he also has a radio and maybe some chem lights. If we turn it to the side of the figure and I lift his arm, just for reference, what you guys can see, if I can get it better in the lighting, is that he just has some pouches and a sidearm along with that Velcro pouch on the top. And then, as you can see on the back, I believe he has his camelback, and then he has a medical pouch, as you can see right here. And then he also has, I believe, some more chem lights and maybe parts of his radio. As you can see on the bottom, all of that leg printing is 360 degrees as normal, or I guess, 270 since the inside of the legs are not printed. Now we turn to the left side of the minifigure, and of course we can see, if it'll focus, the American flag charging forwards, and then we can see a variety of other pouches on him. So while I do think that this print is pretty good, and it's a very nice design, I think that Lando has been improving his design, there is one major thing that I would like to draw your attention towards. So if you guys can see here, if I get my little pointer musket, what you can see is that there's non-connecting artwork. So Brickmania has said that they explicitly do not anymore connect artwork on any of their minifigures because it is quote unquote a pursuit of perfection, or because it's simply easier for them to produce and they can make more of. I don't think any of these really are good, essentially, justifications for not connecting this artwork. I mean, you're paying $25, $30, even $35 for some of these minifigures, and for you to get a product that doesn't have connecting artwork like you can see here, I think it's almost a little bit disrespectful by Brickmania to intentionally not do that. While yes, it might make it so that they're able to produce more, just producing higher quantity doesn't mean that we want to, get rid of the quality that we're used to. It's a little bit disappointing that while the design and design style has improved greatly from Lando, what we can see here is this disconnect of artwork. It's really quite off-putting, to be frank and honest. As you can see, there's clearly, kind of a gap between this part of his vest and the main part of his vest. And those two things, it's just odd. As you can see here, there's non-connecting lines to the top of his vest. The belt doesn't connect all the way around. I mean, to me, this is just kind of a strange thing to not do. While it does enable them to print more, I don't think that, again, quantity should be their focus. They're selling us a product that's extremely expensive, and really quality should be their focus. Now, I know that some people might have a differing opinion on that, so it would be great to hear you guys' comments down below. But to me, I really think that they need to focus on printing all the way around. I don't think that disconnecting artwork should be the standard, but it does appear that Brickmania is going in that way. It does appear that they are making this the standard, which honestly, to me, I think is really, really disappointing. So I think that that's the one thing that I do want to note about this figure, is that I believe that this is the first Brickmania figure that I have that does include this essentially, non-connecting artwork, which I think really is a letdown. As I said before, go ahead and let me know what you think of this. I think it's really disappointing, and I know that many other people do as well. But other than that, this, of course, has been, the Navy SEAL haul and kind of like a short little review. Hopefully that was informative for you guys. And, I do recommend this figure. The 3D printing is substantially amazing on this helmet, and the design is quite nice. It's really just that connecting artwork where you get essentially thrown off. I mean, I think that you can see it on the boots as well if we focus there. Let's see if I can get it to focus as I bring it extremely close. As you can see, you can clearly see on the boots that non-connecting artwork. I mean, look at it right here. It does not connect. To me, that's just kind of weird. And then from this angle, you can also see how the belt doesn't connect. I know I'm spending a lot of the time of this review on this non-connecting artwork, but I do think that it is very important to note that this is now kind of a reality, and I don't think that we should accept it. But other than that, I don't mean to ramble on for too long. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe to learn more stuff, and I'll catch you next time.